So if you've been cheated on and you are dealing with the excruciating feelings that come with being cheated on, then you need to stick around, because, my darling, I want to tell you the story about Sophie and Mark, and it might just help you. My name's Kel and I'm a breakup coach, and I offer one-on-one coaching sessions to my clients. And about a year ago, Sophie came to me. Sophie's lovely, absolutely lovely. What a lovely woman. She's training to be a vet. She is just, oh my God, so amazing. From the moment I spoke to her, we just clicked straight away. And Sophie came to me because she'd found out Mark, the guy that she was with, was cheating on her. They'd bought a house together the year before. They'd been together for 4 years. They were getting on really well as far as she was concerned. Everything was going absolutely fine. She was training to be a vet. He had an amazing job himself. They just had a lovely life and a little dog called Toby. As far as she was concerned, everything was going fine. They had plans to get married. She just had her future mapped out, in her words. And then she noticed that Mark started acting a little bit differently. Like, he would kiss her differently. He would be a little bit more reserved in certain ways that he wasn't before. She noticed that he had his phone glued to him at all times, which he never used to. In fact, they used to laugh at people that used to do that. She noticed that he was actually more affectionate in some ways, but it was different. It was like everything just felt a little bit off. And she said it was like she'd always trusted him, but something kicked off her spidey senses. So one day he was in the shower and his phone was on the side. And she decided to have a little look. And what she came across when she opened the phone literally tore her world apart. A name Emily came up and it said, "I really can't wait to see you again." So she guessed his password, she got into his phone and she had a look. And what she saw rocked her world. This wasn't just him talking to somebody. This was a full-blown affair. They had met numerous times. There was times that he told her that he was away for a work thing. He was with Emily. There was times that he left the house early, saying that he had a really early meeting. He was with Emily. Emily knew all about her. Emily had even met Toby. She was devastated. She was devastated. When I first spoke to her, she couldn't even talk through the crying because she was so upset. And then we carried on talking for quite some time. In fact, we still speak to this day because now I've sort of become her life coach. But let me tell you what happened and what she went through and what a lot of you go through. And I must put it out there, she has given me permission to share this story, but I have changed their names. And she will probably be reading your comments as well, guys. So when Mark got out of the shower, he just saw her with his phone in her hand and he just knew. And he was like, I'm sorry, I was going to tell you. She was like, really, you was going to tell me? When was you going to tell me? Was you going to tell me after the holiday that we've just booked to Spain for next month? He broke down. She kicked him out. She told him, you need to get out now. And that is when the shit hit the fan for her. Because she went from feeling really angry, so she was like, I'd never get back with him, he's a piece of shit, I don't want to know about him anymore, we are done, he's dead to me. That is how she felt about Mark. But then all of a sudden one day I got a very different phone call from her and she was really upset and she said, Kelly, it's my fault. And I was like, pardon? She's like, it's my fault that he cheated. I had put on a couple of pounds with the stress of doing my course to be a vet. And maybe I wasn't as affectionate as I could be. And maybe I didn't laugh at his jokes enough. You know, maybe I didn't give him the attention that he deserved. And I was like, whoa, stop right there. You are going to stop right there. You are not going to turn this and blame yourself, because I watch this all the time where people get cheated on and they turn it around and make it their fault, because it hits you on so many awful levels being cheated on. It affects who you are as a person. You blame yourself. You can't help but think, you know, if I'd have just done this differently